Hello, I'm Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eichenberry in real life, and if you subscribe, you can win a Frostmourne sword, the real one. Look at our playlist for prizes that we're giving away, and check it out. Now, before I get to the meat of the subject here, let me also give away a key here for Diablo 3, the trial, so that you can try it out if you want to. And anyway, I have a great question here, and while I'm bringing it up here, let's see here. I just want to show you this. I love living down here in this tropical, subtropical climate. Look at this. Can I lift this up? Let's see here. Do you see this? Do you see this? Those right there, those are oranges, and they're Satsuma oranges. I got off of this tree here over 500 oranges last fall. Oh my God. And I am so looking forward to these ripening up again. And up in Oregon where I'm from, you never have anything like that. And it's so cool. I can't wait. Can't wait. So this question is from Lemus 1177. And he says, why do you think games like WoW have the potential to completely take over a player's life? Well, I'm glad he says like WoW, because it's not just WoW. And it's an interesting thing, because the fact is that people can become addicted to anything. And they can become addicted to, all kinds of stuff. You can be even addicted to gardening. I mean, really, you can take things too far. You enjoy it so much that you just spend all this time in it, doing it, and to the detriment of yourself and the people around you. And I would call that, I don't know what the formal definition of addiction is, but to me, addiction is when you can't stop yourself from doing something that you know is overall harmful to you. And when you play play WoW too much, it's harmful to everything around you. I mean, it's harmful to your job. It's harmful to, your love life. It's harmful to your family, all that stuff. In fact, let me tell you that I had this employee, and he was a great guy. He was really, really smart. And he would come in some mornings, though, looking a little run down. And so I was like, why are you looking so run down this morning? You need some coffee or something? And he'd say, the raid took forever last night. And I'd be like, oh, well, okay. Don't let that hold you back. Expecting that would be something that would be just every once in a while. Well, it started to be something that was happening, a couple of times a week. And then he started showing up late. And it really pained me about this because, we had several talks with him about this, and he kept showing up late and everything, and that just wasn't acceptable. Showing up late every once in a blue moon because of whatever reason is not such a big deal, especially when you're not on a time shift. Like if you're customer service and you had to start at a certain time to cover, customer service, great. He wasn't customer service, he was technical. And basically he just had a bunch of work to do in the day, and it didn't matter if the time was shifted by an hour or two one direction or another. But he started showing up really late and calling in sick and stuff, so it really just didn't bode very well. We talked to him several times about it, and finally we had to let him go, even though we thought he was extremely talented, did a good job, but he wasn't showing up. He wasn't being there on time, and it was all over raids in WoW. So, would I say he's addicted? Yes, most definitely. I would say he was addicted. And so, just ask yourself, why do they have the potential? Well, it's not a chemical-based thing like smoking or like alcohol or drugs. But maybe it is. Maybe it's the high from, the thrill, the adrenaline rush. I mean, I can tell you I've gotten some incredible adrenaline rushes from some games, and I'll be just buzzed for another hour after, something just that really got me going. it happened in game. And so, anyway, it, it's just the way it is. And so, just be careful of that. And it's potential for anything. Taking it overboard, even though, okay, so when I was married, my wife said to me one time, she said, you're spending so much time in that game. And I thought to myself, well, maybe I could make it my job. And I did. Back in 1997, the game was called Ultima Online. And so I started making a living off of the game and everything. And I didn't feel quite as bad about spending so much time in the game. I was working hard and I was making money and she was spending it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying it was any fault on her part. It was all mine. And, we basically, we got a better lifestyle out of it because I was still working a full-time job too. So, but was it too much? Yeah, probably. Did some other things suffer? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, you just got to weigh it for yourself and see how it works out. So, hope that answers your question. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care.